Not gonna lie, in this very PC day and age, I love a movie that's made for kids. It's probably gonna mess them up a little bit. I like that shit. The Boxtrolls. So Boxtrolls is a stop animation claymation type movie, which there are these little box trolls who live in the sewers and they come up at night and take knickknacks and they steal from people. And there are the upper class people who are all like, we taste cheese, that's all we do, yes, cheese. And there's this really creepy guy who wants to be in with the upper class and he wants to taste cheese with everyone, so he wants to wipe out the Boxtrolls. And there's this kid who was raised by the Boxtrolls, and of course he's gonna unite the Boxtrolls and the people if this really bad guy doesn't get in the way, and you know how this movie's gonna go. And watching this movie, the first half of the movie, I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling this movie, to be honest with you. I don't know, it's kind of slow, it was a lot of build up. I liked the animation for sure. I like stop motion animation because everything you see now is CGI, it's all computer animated. So when you see a style that kind of harkens back to the old days, it's just cool to see. It's like Princess and the Frog, you see it, you're like, oh, I do like hand-drawn shit, that's cool. Granted, there's some CGI in this movie too, it's a hybrid of the two, but for the most part, it's really cool to see the stop motion. The second half of the movie really picked up for me, and then I was like, oh, I'm having a good time with this movie. This is actually cool. The villain was a really gross and messed up guy, you know, you feel for the Boxtrolls. You're like, oh, you guys, man, you got the bad rap. You're just really cool goblins. I don't know why they don't like you. Oh wait, shit, it's probably a metaphor for the upper class and lower class of civilization. All right. And then the last act of the movie is really exciting, you know, and you're having a good time with this movie, but you do look at it and you're like, it's made for kids. I don't know if they're gonna walk out of this movie and be like, I'm the same exact kid I was before I went into that movie. Nothing affected me at all. But I do like it. Just today, my friends and I were talking. We were talking about movies that we revere as good from our childhoods. And some of them had really creepy, disturbing imagery, like Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Wrath of Khan. Wrath of Khan wasn't made for kids, but it did have disturbing imagery, and I did see it a lot as a kid. Things crawled in their ears. Ugh. So in a world where a lot of things are clean, and if there's violence, it's clean violence, this movie comes out and it's kind of gross. The villains are gross, the concepts are gross, just everything's just dirty. But fun in that family kind of way. I feel like this is one of those movies I would take my kid to see, knowing that I'd probably mess him up a little bit. I'd be like, you're way too young for this. Or that being said, don't tell your mom. Come on. If I had kids, that's how it would go down. It's probably why I don't have kids. In the end, the Boxtrolls was a pretty fun time for me. I think adults are going to enjoy it, especially for the animation. They'll be like, oh, I remember Nightmare Before Christmas. I grew up on that. This is cool to see. The fact that it has smart humor that hits well, they're going to like that. Kids are going to be entertained, if not freaked out from the movie, and that's good. The first half is slower than the second half. The second half is longer than the first half. But all in all, not going to complain about the Boxtrolls, because the Boxtrolls is a pretty good time. No alcohol required. Or so when you were a kid, what was the thing that freaked you out? Mine? Easy. Freaked me out. I would look at like when a door is open, you know, between the hinge of the door and the wall, there's that space. I would vision him there in my wall, just like that, staring at me. Freaks me. I don't know why I did that to myself. So whatever your childhood movie fear is, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.